Max.
Welcome back to Power in Politics and the Power Panel, and hello to all our viewers online. This part of the show is now streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. The Power Panel is here. Tim Powers of Summa Strategies, Kathleen Monk, a principal at Earnscliffe Strategy Group, and political commentator Rob Silver, who we have to disclose is married to the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff. They're all standing by, eagerly, awaiting your questions. So visit us online and submit your questions about how party leaders deal with opposing views within their party. This topic comes in light of some controversial comments from Conservative MP Maxime Bernier this week. He condemned the Liberals' approach to multiculturalism, saying, quote, "More diversity will not be our strength. It will destroy what has made us such a great country." Today, NDP leader Jagmeet Singh slammed those comments, and also Conservative leader Andrew Scheer for not condemning them. In a string of tweets, he said, "I've waited to respond to Maxime Bernier's comments to see if Andrew Scheer would do the responsible thing and denounce these divisive words. He has not." He went on to say, "In a time when the voices against diversity are getting stronger, we must do more to embrace and empower the voiceless. More diversity will not destroy what it means to be Canadian. It is foundational to who we are. It is a fundamental Canadian value." So that brings us to our topic. How should a leader handle party members with opposing views? Is Singh right? Should Scheer be speaking out? Rob, I'll pose that question first to you.
He has to. This has taken the party, the Conservative Party, Tim's party, right back to the Reform and Alliance days. They used to have these kinds of eruptions, and then Stephen Harper came in, and he took a lot of criticism for stamping down, for keeping things quiet. And I think he went too far in many instances, but there was a reason he did this. And Conservative parties in Canada will have a very tough time winning elections when you have things like what Maxime Bernier was tweeting about this week as dominant themes. As I said last week, I think it's a strategy of the Conservative Party, but not what Maxime Bernier is doing.
It's because he hasn't lost his debate skills. He got the little elbow in there. My party, it's my goddamn fault all this happened. Terrible tweet, poorly expressed, wrong to say, all of those things. Rob's right. It's not helpful to the Conservatives. They have a big convention in Halifax next week. This is going to dominate the discussion. You now have, of course, Power in Politics will be there. Yeah, you now have Conservatives going after Maxime for all of this. The challenge Mr. Scheer has, and this is something party members are looking at, is he said he supports free speech. So sometimes free speech isn't pretty. So how he's managed this is not surprising at this point. I would say, though, you know, Maxime has to be a little bit more clear about what his agenda is here. I think he is giving voice to some people who want to have the perennial discussion on what Canadian identity is and means, and that is good, and that should always happen. He's doing it in an awful clumsy way, though.
Okay, Jean Tarot on Facebook asked Kathleen, why won't Scheer take control of Bernier and remove him from caucus?
Why won't Scheer take control? I agree with you. I think he should. I mean, right now, Rob hit the nail on the head. A year out from the election, the next federal election, is this Andrew Scheer's party or is this Maxime Bernier's party? That is the question. When people go to vote, if they vote, I encourage you not to vote for the Conservative Party.
There's a shocker.
But if you do,
you go on Facebook and things get crazy.
You at least need to know which party you're voting for, right? But frankly, to the viewer who just wrote, what else can Scheer do? In June, he just disciplined him. He took away his shadow portfolio. There's not much more he can do. What is he going to do? Start sanctioning his hospitality suite at the convention next week? By the way, tickets to that hospitality suite, they're giving out free milk to everyone, just so you know, at the Maxime Bernier hospitality suite.
We got to go, but don't worry, the conversation will continue. That is Power in Politics for today. Please visit us online at CBC Politics on Facebook, PNP CBC on Twitter, or the CBC News YouTube channel to continue this conversation. I'm Vashi Kapelos. Thanks for watching. Okay, before I so rudely interrupted everyone to cut them off, I think you were about to say something, Tim?
This is a piece of genius. I don't even remember it now, but...
I can jump back in.
Or I can read another question. Peter Parker on Facebook, will this affect...
Spider-Man.
Will this affect the chances of Conservative victory versus the Liberals in the next election? Let's get you quickly to weigh in.
Sure. Yes, of course it will. As Rob and Kathleen have both pointed out, this is the tactic that the opposition is going to take and say, look, the Conservatives are intolerant. They're not up for it. Nothing has changed. Rob, I think, used the reference to the Reform Party. So, yeah, expect that. But what I was going to say, if I just quickly get it in, there is a desire among a lot of Canadians, and not just Canadians who have very established views on what their identities may be, to discuss Canada. But it needs to be done in a much more mature way. And leaders, regardless whether they're Maxime Bernier, Justin Trudeau, or Andrew Scheer, need to do it in a way that doesn't polarize, typologize, or also engender fear. And that's the problem with this frigging debate in Canada. And Conservatives, I will say this, are so guilty of trying to exploit people's fear of change and use it to their advantage. And Maxime Bernier, if he wants to truly be a national leader at some point, has got to find a different way to have this conversation, because the conversation's legitimate, but it's how you have it.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to. This is a question for Rob, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing this name. And also thank you everyone for joining us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We've got Rob Silver, Tim Powers, and Kathleen Monk with us. Saper Samabi on Facebook said, "What is Bernier's aim with this tweet?" Which is, I think, a huge conversation in Ottawa right now. Like, what is the end game?
Yeah, I mean, the timing is really interesting. The timing 10 days before, when he sent the tweets 10 days before the Conservative convention, as we mentioned back on a certain TV network, back when we were on the network, on the anniversary of the Charlottesville protest and murder. That's not just a coincidence. There's no way that was just a coincidence. This wasn't, again, him just waking up or lying in bed, hammering out a tweet after a couple of glasses of wine. He had it translated already. Like, he pressed the English thread, and seconds later the French. So this was premeditated. He thought this through. I think that without getting, Tim is way closer, obviously, to internal Conservative politics than I am. There are some people who, that's crazy. I'm not saying much, but this much.
Marginally, yeah.
He hasn't put tools down quite clearly since he lost the leadership. He's still fundraising, first to pay off his debt, but now it's to promote conservative ideas. This is what it looks like, and we saw this in the Liberal Party for a decade under Chrétien Martin, when you don't put tools down after you lose. Yeah. And it can be a tumor within a political party. So I'm not in Maxime Bernier's mind. I don't know what's motivating him. But if you're Andrew Scheer, the dilemma, and I'm rambling because I didn't get to do this for 2.5 years, then I'll pass it on to them. If you're Andrew Scheer, this is the dilemma. You won with 51% of the vote. If you take a strong stand, if you kick him out of caucus, you are alienating a significant percentage of your party. Conversely, if you don't do anything, if you just say, I don't necessarily agree with it, but let speech live free, you look weak, like you're not in control of the party. And that's where Andrew Scheer is right now. It's a tough choice.
I want to remind everyone that thank you for joining us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. To just send us your question, you can post them directly in the comment section, and we'll try to answer as many as we can. Kathleen, it's not just, I mean, this is primarily motivated by what happened with Maxime Bernier, but there are lots of parties that deal with sort of different factions. Sure. I remember some discussion about the LEAP manifesto and where that fits into the federal NDP, or you see, Rachel Notley versus Jagmeet Singh.
I mean, there's better examples, I would even say, for my own party, and I can cite lots of the warts for my party when we've had these exact problems, going back to Bev Desjardins and her challenge of same-sex marriage, and Jack Layton had to take a very strong stance of her. Even more recently, an example with David Christopherson, he actually supported the Conservative motion around the attestation. That was the Canada Jobs clause that they had to sign, and he was kicked out of caucus for that. So there's been lots of moves. Generally, my party, the Democratic Party, based on human rights issues, that you don't get to have an independent vote on matters of human rights, like same-sex marriage, and that's why Jack took the stance they did. But disciplining internally is really challenging. But, my colleagues are right when they say you have to do it in order to maintain, a show of strength in terms of the caucus, and also that you have the discipline. Let's face it, this is Andrew Scheer's first convention as leader. And it's the last convention that he faces the membership for before he goes to a federal election. And this is all happening tick tock, instead of rallying around the troops and getting ready for the federal election and getting nominated candidates on stage, they're fighting about Maxime Bernier.
There is some frustration, not just in conservative ranks, though, and this is perennial, about what they would believe would be double standards, right? How legitimate people choose to view that is another thing. But there's a criticism that the Prime Minister so-called virtue signals all the time, and that he says these are the values that you should espouse, this is where we're going to go, and people who are not who feel that that value set isn't theirs get upset. But they don't feel the Prime Minister receives the same sort of critique. And Rob would likely tell you this, even within his own caucus. There have been some who said, look, Prime Minister, great, we love that you love this, but how about focusing on other issues? I think the Conservatives are trying to play off a little bit of irritation in other sectors, too, with people who are sick of the way the Prime Minister does things. So all of this is bubbling to the fore, and there are deliberate strategies at play by all parties to try and capture the audiences who are engaged in these issues.
Okay, Kyle Conlon on Facebook asks, why not have Bernier on the panel? We have requested many times to have Mr. Bernier on the show this week, and he has denied our request. Hopefully we'll change
Which, to be fair, is part of the problem. If Maxime Bernier really wanted to start a debate, this is an important issue to me, I clearly want to put that forward, then debate. This is the problem. You don't get to squirt something on Twitter and then hide under your rock. That's not debating.
Unless you feel that's the mode for a debate, and you're engaging.
It's all going to happen on the floor of the convention in Halifax. That's where it's going to happen.
Okay, and this is for Rob. At Condog902 on Twitter says, I'm a soft conservative, and I have to say comments like these make me feel alienated by the party. Does this party care about attracting younger voters?
Great question,
yeah, Rob.
Corn Dog.
I just love that your way.
I think that, again, there is a constituency within the Conservative Party, for better or for worse, I would argue for worse, for the type of messages that Maxime Bernier is putting forward. In terms of winning elections, though, in terms of swing voters, in terms of soccer moms who voted for Stephen Harper in 2011, did not vote for Stephen Harper in 2015, this is not going to attract them to the party. And again, it's Maxime Bernier, not Andrew Scheer. But until Andrew Scheer does something about it, he is going to own these comments.
But that's the interesting point about Jagmeet Singh tweet today, and not just to go back to my party, but that might be a way that he can actually attract some of that younger demographic, the racialized Canadians who might be really concerned about what Maxime Bernier is voicing, and so he could actually drive that wedge and potentially benefit from this.
He maybe, but it seems strange it took him a couple of days behind everybody else to get in. That seemed he was trying to figure where to put his finger to find out where the wind was blowing. But look, the Conservatives
Well, he said he was waiting for Scheer to weigh in. We haven't heard from Scheer either.
Well, we've heard from his spokesperson.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Scheer.
To the specific question, the Conservatives have trouble with millennials. I mean, that's been established. You go back to the wonderful campaign of Kevin O'Leary, who was going to bring them all in, and others. This doesn't help with younger voters who view value-based issues at the top of their voting matrix. So when they see this confusing, if not outright offensive message to them on diversity, that doesn't help the Conservative Party.
Sean Brown on Facebook says, Tim, I feel like this is such a... Catherine Shea on Facebook. But does Andrew Scheer really oppose the views expressed by Maxime Bernier?
I would think he does. I've not spoken to him about it personally, but that's where the political opportunity lies for the others. And Rob, I think, articulated it well. If you're for free speech, that's fine. But the problem with free speech when you're a political leader is it can cloud what the brand of your party may be. And given that Maxime has gotten so much oxygen out of this story, and Mr. Scheer, as Kathleen has pointed out, has not said anything yet himself, doubts may be cast. Mr. Scheer is no doubt calculating what he's going to say next week to the convention and to the Canadian public when he speaks.
Sean Brown on Facebook says, I feel like this is such a difficult conversation in this context. There's a difference between opposing policy views and advocating for actions that violate basic Charter of Rights and Freedoms violations. Every party leader in Canadians should be denouncing comments like that. No?
Yes.
What about the other thing that interests me is the sort of new rules. And from talking to some conservatives, the rules around kicking someone out of caucus and how 20% of caucus essentially are supposedly have to bring it to the leader, and then 50.1% have to vote in favor of it.
I think they'd win a vote if they wanted to now, but that's a big thing. If the Conservatives kick out Maxime Bernier, and again, Rob nailed it, this is the calculation. You have got, right now you're having a skirmish. you'll have a bloody, messy civil war, and you may as well not show up in 2019 until they find a better way to deal with this particular problem, because conservatives fighting conservatives benefit the Liberals, and that's what Scheer is acutely aware of.
It makes me very sad.
And
I know you're heartbroken.
Some of the people that worked on Bernier's leadership campaign then went on to work for Doug Ford and their successful win in Ontario, and they're feeling pretty chuffed right now, that they did pretty well. And so he may think that he has a lot of strength there, and so kicking him out, I would be surprised.
Which when you asked earlier, like, what's motivating Maxime Bernier? Maxime Bernier, while this may be odious, it may make sure, to the extent there was any chance of him being elected prime minister, that may be off the table now. But he certainly looks strong. He's making Andrew Scheer react to him. He is controlling the agenda going into this convention. So why is he doing it? I'm not sure, but he's the man right now in that party.
Tony Lofen on Facebook asks, is diversity of opinion within a party a source of strength?
Yes, it is, but it's the way the conversation's handled, and that's part of the de minimis nature of Twitter and social media. It allows for stupidity to be amplified and politicians trying to score quick points with the wrong audience. But yes, diversity of voice should be celebrated, but the problem that all of us will admit to is political parties are marketing machines. To be successful in marketing, you have to have a discipline and a clear message and a clear value statement. So the conversation is ugly and the product is unknown when you have that.
We're also such hypocrites. We're all hypocrites.
Absolutely.
We all say we want rollicking free MPs, everybody just expressing their opinions at all times. And I totally, and then any time for any party, and we're all guilty. None of us have a monopoly on this, that somebody actually does it. Says, aha, that's a challenge to Justin Trudeau's leadership here. And the other reality is caucus, the meetings of caucus, the discussions of caucus, those confidential behind closed door meetings, if you're an MP, are precious things. And I'm sure all parties, they have rollicking debates in there. But then they need to be able to go forward and actually, as a team. And you win some debates, you lose some debates. You express your opinions. But that's what pisses off colleagues of MPs who do this. There are some issues everybody understands. You need to stand up on this issue. If you're an Atlantic MP, you have to stand up on this. But on big things, we've had that debate. We agreed this is our path forward, and you're being selfish here. You're just being selfish by doing that here.
Christy Ryan on Facebook asks, what are the odds Mr. Bernier speaks at the convention?
0.
Where?
Maybe at his hospitality
Not the main stage, but he'll be working the floor.
Yeah, I mean, the floor for sure. In fact, I looked into some of the policy resolutions put forward by Bose and on his main issue, which is supply management. The party right now has divided, there's something like 74 policy resolutions into 3 different categories. The one on supply management in the category it's in is number 26 out of 26. Like it can't be any lower than it is, right? So they have also deprioritized something that's pretty important to Maxime Bernier. So it'll be interesting to see.
I know Peter MacKay has a key slot. It'll be interesting to see where well, he's hosting. It's his own province. So it'll be interesting to see where Peter weighs in on this issue. I think I can figure out where that will be. But Maxime on the stage, unlikely.
Okay, we have 2 more minutes. Quickly, I'll get each of you to weigh in on this final question. Trevor Skura on Facebook asks, will Bernier cause a big enough split to break the CBC in 2?
Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. It could happen.
I don't believe so at this point because, again, there are enough people with enough historical memory who know how hard it was to put the friggin' thing together in the first place after it broke up before, that an accommodation will be found. And if Maxime does have long-term political interests that involve the Conservative Party, he's not going to be the guy who took the codicil and stabbed it in the heart of the beating heart of the Conservative organization. My metaphor fell to pieces.
I would say this. I would say if Scheer has signed his nomination papers, then he has to defend that candidate. You know what I mean? And so or fire him. So he actually has to make a decision soon, right? And again, this is the bookend in the first year of Scheer's leadership as leader of the Conservative Party of Canada, right? So he has been there now for a year. This is a big deal, this convention. He has to come out looking strong.
We live in a world where a candidate peeing in a cup can dominate the news.
Sink. Remember, it was a sink in the
It wasn't a cup. It was a cup. It was a mug. It was a mug.
Can dominate the news. So the notion that Maxime Bernier is not Andrew, of course he is, and it's just not an acceptable excuse. Oh, that's Maxime Bernier being Maxime Bernier. Like that's not going to cut it.
Okay. On that note, we'll end it. Thanks, guys. Thanks to Rob Silver, Tim Powers, and Kathleen Monk. That ends our Power Panel Extended Edition. Thanks to everyone on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for your very smart and great questions. I'm Vashi Kapelos. Thanks for joining us.